Good morning, you sexy mamma jammas of the YouTubes. Oof. Today is now Wednesday, April 22nd. Yesterday was rough. I didn't even record yesterday because of how rough it was. We got our load out of Carrier in San Antonio. But I had got food poisoning. I mean, that's the only thing I could figure it was, is food poisoning from Monday night. No, and what I had Monday night for dinner was I ordered some pizza from Domino's. I ordered a pizza from Domino's. I like Domino's pizza. I got an email saying, hey, 50% off. I'm like, okay, cool. So, that's what I did. Man, oh man, yesterday was a day of me in and out of the bathroom from top and bottom. Brutal day, brutal day. And I drink water. I was drinking Gatorade yesterday, trying to get better. But we're heading through now. Finish out this trip to Louisville and get us to 34. And just sleep for 2 days, which would be awesome. I appreciate y'all being here. I'm still not feeling rough. I feel dehydrated. I'm still drinking fluids to get my levels back up. But man, that sucks. And I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for all the support. Let's see what this trucking world has in store for us today, shall we?
Crack a monster, greet the sun. Big blues humming, ready to run.
Alright, so we stopped at this Ambest, and I remember stopping here before. I stopped here one time and slept. Got some more agua, apple juice, and an orange juice. But I wasn't able to eat yesterday. I ate like a half a chicken sandwich, just thought it might help me, whatever, but no, it didn't work out very well. So I didn't eat this morning. I was too nervous to try. So I'm going to tell you what I want to try again, because I feel somewhat okay, I guess. Stomach's still a little iffy, but maybe that's because it's empty. So we're going to try and eat. What did we get? We got some fish, some broccoli and cheese rice, and some mashed taters. That's what we got out of this little Cubby's Kitchen inside of this Ambest Shell Station. Yeah, broccoli, rice, and cheesy goodness. Mashed tater. Fish and a biscuit. See the fish? Now that greasy food might cause a problem. We're going to hope not. But we got 13 minutes left in our 30. And then we'll drive the remaining 5 hours. Now I don't know whether it's because my belly was empty. Or, I don't know, but I feel weird. We'll see if it settles okay. In any case, excuse me. We got 2 minutes before our 30 is up, and we'll continue on. But man, we might have a problem. Apple juice was always my hangover cure. Whenever I used to get, when I was younger, I'd have a little too much the night before. Apple juice was my go-to the next morning. Not Bloody Marys, not chugging another one and keep going. Apple juice. Have a long-standing relationship with apple juice. Not much as of late, but when I was younger. Anyhow, let's get going. All right, so it's been a couple hours since we consumed that fish and the food. Feeling pretty good. I feel overall a little better, so that's a good thing. But, where yesterday, where I was just, like I said, top and bottom yesterday, it was just, as soon as I got that load, I went ahead and there was a new Love's that opened up in San Antonio. Finally, it was now open. They've been building it for a little while now, but the new Love's in San Antonio. First one has a Whataburger in it. That was good. But too bad I couldn't take advantage of it. I even tried this morning to go look, and it was closed. So, but yeah, I'm feeling better. We are now in Texarkana. We got 2 more hours we're going to drive, and that'll put us within 6-hour window. And I'm gonna do my 10 and get out about 3 a.m. And we'll arrive. We should arrive at our appointment right on time in the morning, a little bit early. Appointment's at 10 a.m. We're probably there about 9:30 or so, depending on any variance, any traffic, or whatever might happen. But yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, so food poisoning, man, knocked me on my ass. But we all know that I seem to perform better under pressure, and you can't get much more pressure than having a 17-hour drive and you're doing less than like 34 hours. Especially when you got to do max out a clock, do a 10, and then work some more your next clock. So we should be all right. I got 2 hours and 30 minutes left of my drive. So that'll be right at 5 o'clock. And if we do all that, it'll put us less than 6 hours away. But we're working off the 4 o'clock. We're going to probably do an hour and a half of this, which will be 4 o'clock Central Time, which will be 5 p.m. Eastern Time. 5 p.m. Eastern Time, which will put us at 6 hours and like 10 minutes to go for delivery. So when we get up, I gotta start thinking about East Coast time, because that's when delivery is. So our 10 will be up at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. That'll put us 7 hours away from delivery. So we'll be with that. You get it. I'll have about an hour buffer to play with. I want to ask y'all a favor. If I have motivated you or influenced you in any way to move forward in your trucking life, whether it be getting a new truck or coming to Mercer, please use my referral information. This is my SFI representative. Tell her Larry Walker asked you to call her. And of course, on the Mercer application, just tell them either my name or my unit number, 24775. That's got to be done before any phone calls have been made. It's got to be done on the very first phone call for the referral bonus account. I appreciate you. Oh, Nick's Barbecue and Catfish. I'm passing it. I'm not stopping. Yep, there's that low. Yep, I'm going to stop in 10 miles at this Love's. And yeah, that's the one. Carlisle, Arkansas, where Nick's Barbecue and Catfish is. Man, it's a good place. I think it's the 3rd time in a row I've had to pass the place. One is I'm not hungry today. That a little bit ago, about 4 hours ago now, 3 hours ago. And 2, I'm gonna park. It's just too late. It's just timing's not there. I miss you, Nix. I'll get you next time, though. We're going to stop here in 10 miles of this Lowe's I was talking about, and that'll put us. It'll be like 3:30 when we go off duty. So we'll go on duty about 2:30 a.m. and drive the remaining 7 hours and get there. Shouldn't be any problems, which will be all right because it'll be wee hours of the night going into their morning rush. But the locations we'll be at when it's time for morning rush won't really be in any major metropolitan areas to have morning rush, right? So I don't think. because we'll be going through West Memphis about 3 or 4 in the morning, which should be fine. About 4 or so in the morning, which should be fine. So it all looks good on paper right now. All right, we are parked. We're setting our alarm for a 10-hour break at 1:30. Yep, 1:30 is your 10-hour break. That'll get us out and on time for delivery tomorrow morning. So thanks for being here. I'm going to go to sleep, and hopefully I stay asleep the whole evening after I edit this video. Appreciate the support, y'all. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. We're just going to continue this vlog into the day. I didn't do any editing last night. I just went to the sleeper and did what I could to stay asleep as long as I could. And that's what we did. Alright, we'll head out in a few minutes. Our ETA to be there is around 9:50. We're going to pull up here to the Loves, get some fuel. Just top off the driver's side tank because we're only 470 miles away. Let's get to getting. So I stopped here, I stopped up here to get some fuel. Walked inside. You know, at 1:45 in the morning, you're not getting no breakfast food out of Love's. So I got boiled eggs and I got a chicken Caesar wrap. And as I was getting my drinks, the gentleman walked up and said, "Holy shit! Don't I watch you on YouTube?" We talked for a few minutes. It's awesome. His name's Courtney. His name is Courtney. He gave me his last name, but he's a deputy sheriff. So I'm pretty sure I seemed like I was I felt I was rushed, and I was, because I got like no time. But we spoke for a few minutes. Tried not to seem like I was rushed. But he says him and his son watches the channel and they enjoy it. So I appreciate you, Courtney. Deputy Courtney, you got a much tougher job than I do, so you be safe out there as well, okay? So shout out to you, brother. I appreciate it. I just did say, well, if you see Big Blue, just be nice to him. That's what I said. So yeah, let's get. We gotta get. All right. So last night, when I wound up passing out, it's about, well, yesterday. I bet it was about 4:30 or so, 5 o'clock. I went back in the sleeper and just laid down, and I closed the sleeper curtains to try to make it dark as I could back there. Like I told you, I was worried I'll go back here and go to sleep, and a couple hours later I'll wake up. That's what happened. 8 o'clock, like 8:30 or so, I woke back up. Son of a bitch. So I forced myself to lay back down and went back to sleep for a little bit. Woke up at like 9:30, 10. At that point, my body was like, stay awake, but I had my alarm set for 1. Or actually, at first, I had it set for 12:30, midnight 30. So I was going to get up about an hour early just to edit the video. But the more I lay there, I couldn't go back to sleep, and I was like, I went ahead and reset my clock to 1. I was like, I figured I'd just continue this video until we finish this load, and then hopefully get it edited this morning and get it up sometime today. It may not be at 4 o'clock, but it'll be up. But right now it's 3:48 in the a.m. Central. We pulled out of that Love's back here at 1:30, like 1:40, somewhere in that window. And when I pulled out, my ETA said 10:10 a.m. We're now down to 10:01 a.m. And you know, my GPS is set for a 70 mile an hour restricted truck, so I'm going 73, 74 mile an hour regular. So I knew I was going to shave off time. So we keep going with no problems, then we'll probably be there about 9:45 or so. 349 miles to go. So it's 5 hours, 14 minutes roughly. So we are now on 55. We're heading up. We're just about to cross over into Missouri. Because initially in my head, I was thinking, before I looked at the route, probably would want me to go 40 all the way to Nashville and then go up 65, which it did. But in my head, I was like, screw all that. I don't want to go over that. I don't want to go through those areas. So I was going to take 55 all the way to 64 and go straight over. But that's actually the longest route. So I could take 55 to 57 and hit 64. But the way it's taken me, it's actually the shortest route, but 2 minutes slower compared to the one going through Memphis to Nashville and straight up. This is taking me up. I get off in 21 miles onto Missouri U or some shit, then go over 155, bypass somewhere, then eventually hit 24 and 69 and go up that way. I think that's through Paducah and all that. So that's the route we're going. That's the ETA we got. We should be there. I'm guessing about 9:45 we'll get that time cut down to. That's about the time I'll show up for a 10 o'clock appointment. But yeah, like I said, I couldn't. I was wanting to sleep straight through and I couldn't. So I got a good 6 hours of solid sleep, probably 5 hours. But not a full 8 that I was wanting. So I would feel better getting up at 1:30 and driving That's all right. We got it. I should be able to fight through it, no problem. I mean, if it does happen to where I get too damn light or eyeball heavy or what have you, then you know me. I'll pull the bitch over, because I'll pull the bitch over before I kill somebody. That's just the way you gotta have that mentality. You gotta be safety first always. You've heard me say it when I was a rookie, brand new fucking driver, and you've heard me say it ever since. I'm gonna protect my license. I'm gonna protect whatever I can around me. Load be damned. Nobody likes to hear that, but it's just facts. Nobody's gonna protect my license but me. But I don't feel we're gonna have that problem this time. We'll be alright. I got enough sleep to keep me functional and to keep me safe. And if I start feeling a little more unsafe, I'll just talk to you guys for a little bit. But we're jamming, we're rolling. We're gonna see how good this takes, and once it starts getting daylight too, that'll also wake up my internal clock. But what I'll do is once I drop off there at Louisville, or drop off the load in Louisville, I'm going to shoot over to Mercer town and just go to sleep. I'll probably take advantage of the laundry there. I mean, I'll get a shower there just cause it's there. Even though I don't really like those showers much. But I mean, it serves a purpose, of course. Who knows? I might just stay there for the whole weekend. I don't know, but I do know I'm gonna get a Walmart order. I need to get a couple things for the truck. I want to do. I'm gonna have about 2.5 days of just nothing. I'm gonna do a good cleaning on the truck as well, and gather up all the laundry. I gotta organize some things to make my bunk a little more comfortable. I'd like to figure out a way to attach my ladder. I got a little 4-foot step ladder that I use to get up in the trailers and shit. I can't hop into it like I used to, like you young bucks can, or even like I could when I first started. So I gotta use my ladder. I'd like to figure out a way to mount it on the back of my truck to where it's secure, to where it won't get stolen. I mean, I don't want to just bungee it to the catwalk. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyhow, that's your update. 343 miles away, 5 hours or so. We'll be there. Get this shit unloaded. So if you're unaware how the interstate system works here in our country, is the east and west interstates are even numbers. The north and south interstates are odd numbers. So the interstates going east and west from the southern part of the country to the northern part of the country, they get higher. Like you got I-4 down in Tampa and I-90, I'm not sure how high it goes up yonder, up north. And from the south states, from the west to the east, they get higher. Like you got I-5 in San Diego, I-95 over in the Carolinas and shit, right? New York, Virginia. So not all in perfect numerical order, but I say that to say this. We're now on I-69. Up in Fulton, Kentucky, we hit I-69, and that's where I-69 ends. But now, I-69 also goes through Houston. It used to be US 59 all the way, but they're slowly converting US 59 into I-69. Because it does say along that route, future corridor of I-69. They got parts of 69 already established in Houston, so right now you got 35, 45, and 69 all go through Houston. Now, what would make more sense in my head is if it was 35, 45, and 55. But 55 already goes through New Orleans, so I just wonder what the decision was that made them choose 69 from Kentucky, or Tennessee, yeah, Kentucky. Oh, let's just take it on down to Texas. Like, what the fuck? Well, another example, like I-99 is a little part in Pennsylvania, up around Erie and all that. So that's a very small, short interstate, but nonetheless, it's out of whack. So I don't know, it's weird. It's just weird. So we're currently 246 miles away. Our ETA is now 9:55 in the AM. 3.5 hours to go. It's currently 5:12 in the AM, still Central Time, but we haven't crossed over to East Coast time yet. So technically, though, it is 6:20 AM is the number we should be worried about, because that ETA is also Eastern Time ETA. So we're still rolling pretty good. As long as I ain't got to stop somewhere and take an emergency live unload, then we should be good. As long as I ain't got to stop or get delayed, we'll be there perfectly on time. So let's keep on going. Kittiwah, Kentucky way station off of it says 24, but I thought I was still on 69. I don't know. Huh. It's open. Let's see what it says. Bypass to the right, 10 mile an hour here. Okay. Okie dokie. A weird layout, I guess. But we're through. Now we exit. I'm telling you, I'm starting to feel a little rough. Starting to feel rougher than I thought I would. Text my buddy Ronnie. I was like, "Yo, when you get woke and moving, hit me up." He's usually up about now. He ain't called me yet. I didn't want to call him, wake him up, so I sent him a text. Just in case he decided to sleep in today. I gotta have somebody to talk to. Get me woke a little bit more. You hear me? You hear me? I'm surviving so far, but if I go too much downhill, you know the rule. All right, let's keep on going. All right, so we're 70 miles away, 1 hour, 5 minutes, 950 ETA. Tired, y'all. I done got to that point to where I started going downhill a little bit. I was talking to my buddy Ronnie. I was like, first thing, once we get unloaded, I'm going right over to Mercer town and going to sleep. Then he's like, he was talking, he's like, realized it's orientation. There's probably going to be people there wanting a freaking sticker pack. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. But I'm going to be like, my curtains are going to be closed. I'm going to be asleep. Leave me alone. I'm tired. But I don't want to be rude to people either, so I'm probably just going to try to find somewhere else I can park for a while and go to sleep before I go to Mercer, or maybe not even go over there. I got to look and see what options I have between where I drop off, because I drop off on the east side of Louisville, right off of 64 and 265 bypass. It's right over there in that little corner. So I'm going to have to see if there's any truck stops around that area, because I don't want to pull in the Mercer town, because there are probably going to be some people there that might recognize me and so forth, or recognize the truck. But I don't want to not give people the attention they deserve just because I'm tired and sleepy, so it's better to just not go until I can provide that, right? So yeah, I don't even know what's around that area, if there's anything around that part of town. We'll find out though. But we have an hour to go. We're 14 miles, and then we hit 65 north. We're on Wendell H. Ford, Western Kentucky Parkway Express. It's a long ass road, or a long ass name. East View, Kentucky, currently. Almost there, yo. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Currently, it's 9:48. Ooh, violation alert. I got an hour left before I go in violation. That means I've driven 7 straight hours. I knocked off about 20 minutes of this drive from the initial ETA. I'm like right up here. What cheese want? It's on the side of that truck. Let me look at this little location here. Okay, I guess I'll figure it out when I get there. If I can't zoom in far enough. What's that cross traffic looking like? Oh, let's go. We're looking for, what's the name of our business? Habiger. We gotta make a left right here on the Decimal Drive. I got a little bit more pep in my step now, y'all. The sunshine does, and a couple of conversations and funny radio show. All kind of goodies. Once I get out, I have a little. Hopefully, they get me unloaded quick because I got to figure out where I'm going to stop and where I'm going to go park. We're looking for 11112. It's 11300 there. Up here on the left. $11,215 on the right. 11,117. 11,208. It's right up here. Habiger, right here. Bryant. Wait. I'm turning in here. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be or not, but there's so many vehicles around. What the hell? What the hell is this? Alright, well, I'm gonna, okay, I see the two docks. Let me just pull up past these guys. Oh, there's three docks here. I'm just gonna pull up, maybe get my rear end for it. I'm not blocking all of them completely. And then, okay, wow, this is a nice, roomy spot. Thank you very much. Let me go talk to somebody and figure this out. So I checked in, he's like, okay, well, once we get some of these trucks out the way, we'll get you unloaded. It's been 45 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the video here. You will not see this today on Thursday because once I get out of here, I'm going somewhere to park and sleep. And then I'll worry about editing the video. So this will be Friday's video. And then my next one will be Sunday morning. That's when I'll start recording. So the next video will be Monday. Appreciate you hanging out with me for this longer video, probably. Thank you for all the support. I'm tired. I'm not very peachy right now, so I apologize for that. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all have a good one. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Take care. Wrong button.